Hello everybody and welcome back to the Blanket Fort, where we stay cozy and we play cozy. Today we are back on Matcha and we're going to be working on 3 different beach builds. I usually dread decorating beaches, but this was honestly so much fun and I hope I can inspire you to recreate these builds on your island. Before we get into it, I wanted to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me, and to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with our journey to get Matcha City completed. Alright, let's get into the first build of the day. Okay, so the first area that I want to work on today is the actual campsite area. So last week we did like a glamping campsite, and I originally had the campsite where the glamping campsite was, and I was like, nah, it's not fitting the vibe, so want to do something else with it. So I put it on the beach, and yeah, we're going to make a cute little build over here that's kind of adjacent to the glamping campsite, maybe something a little bit similar, but like in a different style. So let's get into it. So my idea for this one was that like the people at this campsite were also going to be glamping, but it was going to be in a different style. So I did a treasure island run before this, and I just picked up some items that I thought, you know, were luxurious, but maybe still like campy, and not like camp, but like camp, you know what I'm saying? So I started off by putting this boardwalk code down that I am really starting to love. At first, when I started the island and I downloaded this code, I was like, I don't know if we're actually gonna use this. Like, tried to fit it in like a couple of areas and it just didn't work out. So I was kind of like, am I ever gonna use this? Should I just delete it? But I actually have ended up using it quite a bit more recently. So I'm making kind of like a little platform area, and what I'm gonna do is set up like an outdoor living room, if that makes sense, like with a couch and then maybe like a little outdoor kitchen type of thing. Like, they are in for a long camping trip. Like, they are master like campers. They go camping all the time. They know what they need. They're not just showing up with a tent and saying that's it. They're like, no, we are making a home out of this campsite. Also, can I just complain that we literally can't put codes underneath the campsite? Like, it makes me so mad. It's worse than like building around Nook's Cranny or Able Sisters. Like, you can put it around the whole campsite except for where the sign is, which is really, really frustrating, but that's okay. I just added a little pizzazz by putting that bamboo code that I've really been loving down. My original plan for that bamboo code was just to use it for the stalls, but then I started using it on the ground, like I used it on the glamping campsite, and I absolutely love using it like that. I think it looks so cool. When I was making this build, the entire time I had Tom from Parks and Rec in my head. You know that episode when they go camping and Tom has like that tricked out tent with like all that stuff he bought from Sky Mall, and he has like a TV, he has like a frozen yogurt machine, he has like all these things like charging his iPad, and like I love that episode so much. And yeah, so that's kind of the vibe we came up with. Speaking of, if you had to go on like a normal camping trip, like no electricity, no nothing, just like normal camping items, but you could bring one luxury thing from your house, what would it be? For me, it would probably be probably my Switch, honestly, because I would love to just like sit in a hammock or whatever, lay on the ground, whatever you do when you're camping, and just be in a different world because I do not want to be camping. I think I've never been real camping before. I have been like camping as in like at a summer camp, you know, where you stay in a cabin, but I've never been real camping before where you like camp outside in a tent. Pretty sure I've slept in a tent. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've slept in a tent. I'm actually not too sure about that now that I'm thinking about it, but I mean, I don't think that's an experience I haven't had, but anyways, but I've never been real camping before, so maybe I should put that on my bucket list. I don't know. I don't like sleeping outside. Something about that freaks me out. Also, I am like a mosquito magnet. Like, I get bit by mosquitoes so easily. Like, we'll be outside, like my boyfriend and I will be sitting outside, and I'll just be getting eaten up by mosquitoes. And he'll be like, I'm not getting eaten up at all. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm already covered in like 20 mosquito bites. So for some reason, they really love me. Don't know why. But anyways, that is pretty much all for this area of the island. I am gonna do finishing touches, and then we'll do beauty reveal shots at the end of the video. But for now, we're gonna move on to the next area we're gonna be working on. Okay, so this is the next area. We are like south from the town square that we built like in one of the very first videos. So we're gonna move all these flowers out of the way. And what I was thinking is that we could do like a really fancy dining area on the beach. And I don't want it to be like beach themed. I want it to look like really classy, but we're also gonna keep it really simple. Like, I don't want to fill up this whole area with stuff. It would just like look really cluttered. So I'm gonna try my best to keep it really simple and just like not go overboard, because I told myself when I started this island that I did not want to go overboard with the beaches. I wanted to keep the beaches pretty simple with maybe a few extravagant ideas here and there, but I just didn't want to put too much pressure to decorate all the beaches because, as I've said, I am really bad at decorating beaches. But I don't know, after this video, I'm feeling a bit more confident about decorating beaches. I feel like these builds turn out really good, and I'm super excited for you guys to see the third one because I think the third one is my absolute favorite. I don't know, I love all three in like their own way, so super excited for you guys to see that. So as far as the table and chair setup goes, I keep that exactly the same. I do not move that. I just move the stuff around it because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I started by putting this clay oven over here because I wanted to incorporate it. I think it went with the aesthetic really well. I just wasn't sure where to put it, and it felt kind of weird on this little spot of land. It's just like a really weird, like little weird patch of beach. And so I tried out a few different things that did not look good. And I think it all comes together at the end. The clay oven gets moved, and I make that left side a little bit more simple. Definitely more simple than whatever the heck is going on right now. I don't know what was going on in my brain when I was building. I was like, we need to, you know, section this off. But then I was like, that looks super ugly. So we just removed all of that. And yeah, I just ended up doing this really simple little like picnic basket and flower, and then over here is like the dining area. So kind of two separate areas, one a little bit more simple. For some reason it felt really good to my brain to drop that flower cart over there, so that's what I did, even though I'm not always the biggest fan of the flower cart. But yeah, one cherry blossom tree, I thought putting two was like too much, so just settled for one. But yeah, I really like this area. We'll do beauty shots at the end, but for now, this area is complete, and let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so we're running through downtown Matcha City, one of my favorite areas on the island, and we have this space of beach that I really want to build something off of. So I removed all those flowers, and I threw most of them away because a lot of them were roses, and I hate the roses in this game. I don't know if I've told you guys that. I really hate the roses in this game. I think they're so ugly. And the island flower that I got with this island was roses. And so there was just a bunch of roses everywhere. But anyways, so for this build, I actually found this build off of Pinterest, and I'm basically copying it with my own spin on it. I will link the Pinterest pin down below of where I found this, but I was just obsessed with it, and I thought it would suit this island so well. So I was like, I am just gonna copy this. So here I am just testing out some different chairs. So we started with those counter chairs, and then for beaches, I actually like to use the director's chair sometimes because it almost looks like one of those hammock chairs, but it just didn't go well with the counter table, or what I think it's called, yeah, counter table. It goes really well with the stalls though. There's something about the height of it that goes really well with the stalls. So if you're looking for an alternative like stool type of thing, definitely recommend using the director's chairs. I've used it before and it looks gorgeous. But we're making like a little bar, like a little sushi and drinks bar on the beach, and it's turning out so cute. To put my own spin on it, I did add this like wall, like this makeshift wall, almost kind of like maybe it's supposed to be like a decorative wall. Like it's not really a real wall, but it just kind of like adds some dimension. And then I wanted something to put behind the gazebo, and the plant partition, or no, what's that called? Wooden partition. I didn't like it. So I put a plant partition instead, and that worked perfectly. And I was just removing a storage shed because I was like, what's the point of it even being back there if I can't see at all? And there's 2 of them, so why is it back there? But yeah, I think that turned out so freaking cute. So that's like the base of our build. I decided to add some more chairs out here just to fill in that space. And I just love the metal and wood chairs. I think they're so cute. And they're like really perfect for beaches. So it filled out the area really nicely. And then I wanted to add some filler over on the side of the sushi drink bar. I don't know what to call it. Maybe I should give it a name. I'm not sure. But I wanted to add some filler, but not too much. I wanted to keep it really simple because again, the beaches are supposed to be simple. We're already experiencing so much lag on this island. We do not need to add to that. And so yeah, beaches are going to be simple. So I added those trash bags. Kind of wasn't feeling it just because it made, pun intended, it made the whole thing look trashy. Like it kind of made it look like it stinks over here. So I decided to replace it with some fish containers since, you know, it's a sushi bar. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up the 3rd build of the day. So we're gonna hop into the outro and then we'll move on to some beauty shots. All right, guys, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed watching those 3 builds. I had so much fun building them, and honestly, my confidence for building on beaches is definitely boosted, so yeah. But anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Here are some beauty shots to send you off. Bye-bye!